Listen, bases loaded, bottom in the ninth. No soy dominicano, pero ya tú sabes, tengo la pampara prendida. What? Listen, I want to talk about the hardest part of being a man. And once you are able to get past this step, you are free. And I'm going to say this again. Once you can get past what I'm about to share with you, you guys can be free and enjoy your lives. You guys can feast like a king, and you guys can travel the world and enjoy your life. See, we live in a generation where a lot of men really want to fit in. A lot of men want to be accepted. Let me tell you guys something. The only thing that you need to get approval from is your debit card. The only thing that you need to get approval from is your credit card. Long as your debit card says approved, long as your credit card says approved, listen, that's the only thing that matters. And I'm going to say this again. A lot of people in life, listen, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. A lot of people in life want to fit in. A lot of people in life want social status. A lot of people in life want to be accepted. And to me, this is what I call suckers. And the reason I call these people suckers is because a lot of people want to be liked. A lot of people want to be loved by others. Listen, I don't care if I sound like a narcissist. I don't care what I sound like. I don't care to fit in. I don't care to be liked. I don't care to be loved. I don't care to be respected. I don't care to be admired. I don't care at all. The only thing I care about on this earth is my mission. And my mission is to pay my damn rent. And I'm going to say this again. My mission is to pay my damn rent. My mission, no matter what country I'm living in, no matter what city I'm living in, my mission is survival. My mission is not my height. My mission is not the fact that a woman thinks I'm high value or low value. That has nothing to do with my rent. See, and a lot of you guys, the real reason you can't pay your rent, a lot of reason you guys can't get an apartment, the reason a lot of you guys will never be independent is because you guys are trying to fit in. Let me tell you something about fitting in. You cannot please a hater. And I'm going to say this again. You cannot please a hater. Listen, you go buy a hater a Bentley, he's still going to hate you. You go buy a hater a condo, they still going to hate you. You go buy a hater 15 Louis and Gucci backpacks. You could buy 30 backpacks. You could spend 90 racks. Guess what? They still going to hate you. This is a generation that we live in. We live in a generation where men are crying out for love. We live in a generation where men are crying out for social status. We live in a generation where men are crying out to have friends. Let me tell you guys something. If you have friends, you have friends. If you don't have friends, I hate to tell you, you just don't have friends. Me, I don't have friends. And I don't care to have friends. I don't want friends. I don't need friends. I will be okay by myself. I don't care what women think about me. I don't care what society thinks about me. I don't care what Joe Biden thinks about me. I don't care what Republicans think about me. I don't care what black people think about me. I don't care about what white people think about me. I don't care about what Spanish people think. I don't care. The faster you guys stop caring, it's the faster you're going to start living. And I'm going to say this one more time. The faster you guys stop caring, it's the faster you guys are going to start to live your best life. Let me tell you guys something. The majority of men, they want to be this quote unquote alpha. And you hear this on YouTube, and at the end of the day, all this alpha talk, listen, it's a bunch of BS. It's a bunch of garbage. If you ask me, a lot of people are on YouTube and they're just littering. They're just littering garbage content all over YouTube because the alpha must be like. Let me tell you guys something. I don't care if another man likes me. I don't care if my haters like me. I don't care if my trolls don't like me. Listen, I love my mother, but if my mother stopped loving me tomorrow, I wouldn't even care if my mother don't love me. If my dad stopped loving me tomorrow, I wouldn't even care if my dad doesn't love me. If my brother say, listen, you're my brother, but I can't rock with you, I wouldn't even care if my brother stopped rocking with me. I don't care. And when you guys start to live your life of not wanting to be accepted And when you start living your life like the only thing that matters if your debit card says approved or your credit card says approved and your bank accepts you. At the end of the day in capitalism, I hate to tell you this, but outside of God, the bank is the only thing that you need approval from. And I'm going to say this again. The bank is the only thing that you need approval from. Listen, in life, you could give somebody 3 pounds of weed and they could turn around, spike a touchdown in your face and be like, you know what? I didn't need your 3 pounds of weed in the first place. This is life. Once you guys understand this, if you ever run into betrayal, this is the best gem for betrayal. You guys have to understand whatever you do from the kindness of your heart. And I'm going to say this again. Whatever you do something from the kindness of your heart. Because a lot of people are evil. Let's not play. Let's not play with these humans. People better be lucky I got God in my life. Listen, if I didn't have God in my life, I'm going to just keep things YouTube friendly. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. But people are evil. So when you do things for people, people feel like, oh, he cares. And then when people feel like you care, people feel like they could have the one up over you. Let me tell you guys something. If you guys have been living under a rock, or if you guys have been sucking on your mother's nipples, or if you guys have been licking on a thot's areola for too long, let me break down society, life. People want the one up over you. And I'm going to say this again. People want to have the one up over you. So when you don't care and they feel like, oh, I don't have the one up over him, guess what? They're going to try to assassinate your character. And guess what? When that doesn't work, they're going to try to assassinate you. And when that doesn't work, they're going to start to stalk you. And then then when that doesn't work, guess what? They're going to eventually disappear. You win, they lose. This is life. You guys have to understand, as a man, the only thing that you should care about is your future family. Just because you got guys out here who don't take care of their kids, we don't care about them. And I'm going to say that from the bottom of my heart. I don't care about no dudes who don't take care of their kids. I'm grinding so when I have a son, I can take care of my son. I'm grinding so when I have a daughter, I can actually be an active father in the house taking care of my daughter. So I don't give a damn about no deadbeat dad that's running around, not taking care of his kids. That's none of my business. I don't care about that. I care about my future family. As a man, if you're not focused on a future family, what are you doing? As a man, you were sent here to procreate. As a man, you were sent here to leave an offspring for your next generation. As a man, the only thing that you need to care about is your future family. And if you're not going to procreate with a certain woman, why do you care if a woman say, oh, I don't like short guys? You know how many women come on the internet and say, I don't like short guys and I don't care. You know how many women be like, oh, I don't like a guy that doesn't spend this on the first. I don't care. You know how many women be like, oh, I don't like black men. I don't care. You know how many white people say, oh, I believe in white privilege. I don't care. People are like, you don't care? I don't care. People are like, oh, well, I believe in politics. I don't care. Shout out to Joe Biden. He don't got nothing to do with my life. Joe Biden doesn't pay my bills. I didn't accept his or Trump stimulus package. I didn't take out a PPE loan and said I had 30 SRC employees. No. So at the end of the day, whatever they're talking about at the Senate, I don't care. Whatever they're talking about at the president level, I don't care. Whatever they're talking about at the local mayor office, I don't care. Whatever they're talking about at the country club, I don't care. Whatever they're talking about in the street politics, I don't care. Whatever they're talking about in hip hop, I don't care. And that's the best feeling in the world when you don't care. What about UFC? I don't care. What about LeBron? I don't care. The only reason I make content on certain issues is if there's a story hidden in a glass bottle that I could share. Because in life, we can learn from other people's mistakes. But unless it's content for growth, I really don't care. Mr. Keep It Simple, how do you feel about Roe versus? I don't care. Mr. Keep It Simple, how do you feel about racism? I don't care. How do you feel about poverty? I really don't care. Mr. Keep It Simple, you don't care about poverty? If that man doesn't want to go to work, why do I need to care about a man that wants to play Xbox? If that man wants to live at home with his mother with the heat on 80 and doesn't call a temp agency, why do I need to care about a man who doesn't want to work that's healthy? He must care about himself. And when you care about yourself, that's how people respect you. You can't expect people to respect you if you don't respect yourself. See, I respect myself. So the fact that I respect myself, people don't have a choice but to respect me. And I'm going to say this again. I respect me. So people who meet me in real life, they have no choice but to respect me. And if they feel like they want to disrespect me, guess what? I would gladly walk away. And you're probably thinking, but keep it simple. You'll let somebody disrespect you? Listen, I got a lot of shit popping off this year. I got a lot of things popping off next year. I got a lot of things cooking up in a pot. You think I'm a fighter dude at Circle K that didn't put his hands on me? You think that I'm a fighter dude at the mall who didn't put his hands on me? Listen, you guys got to understand, you don't have to learn how to fight. If you're violent, you're just violent. And when you're violent, you're going to snap. And if you snap, you're going to hurt somebody. So at the end of the day, if you got big dreams cooking up, you got big things popping off, you going to throw your dreams away just because somebody ice grilled you. That's what we used to say back in the day. I don't know if they still say that, but the Maybach, whatever you want to call it. If you got big things popping off, if you got big interviews popping off, and you really doing the damn thing, you going to fight a dude at the 7-Eleven because he looked at you? That right there goes to show, matter of fact, a lot of people who care, it goes to show that they don't have big things popping. Because when you got big things popping off and you about to damn near take over the world, and you really got the la pampara prendida, how could you care about somebody who's not fired up? See, we live in a generation where people care too much. And listen, I have heard countless stories of people caring too much. And I just sit back and laugh, and I'm like, I don't have to deal with that problem. My life is set. My life is great. The only thing I care about is actually working and performing. The harder I work, the luckier I get. And one thing I realize is, as a 5'7" black man with a receding hairline, nobody's going to put in the work for me. I mean, shout out to my personal assistant, but then again, that's only so far that could go. So with that being said, nobody's going to take care of a 36-year-old black man with a receding hairline. It's not going to happen. Nobody's going to come and save me. Nobody's going to come and rescue me. But guess what? I'm a warrior on the front lines, and I got this. It's no greater feeling as a leader to say, back up, I got this. So with that being said, I don't care. All I care about is hard work. Hard work. We live in a generation where they want us to care about people who don't want to work. And I know it sounds crazy, but in America, we all have opportunities. I actually went and I got set to eat today at Panda Express. Shout out to Panda Express. Winning to go, Panda Express always does the job. And with that being said, I noticed on the sign, Panda Express is paying $16 to $18. When I worked fast food, I was making $8 at KFC. So if Panda Express is paying $16 to $18 in Phoenix, why do I need to care about somebody who is on an Xbox set talking about, oh no, I don't want to work. I just want to do Xbox all day. Oh no, I don't want to work. I just want to play PS5 all day. I don't know if they got a PS6, a PS7, the Maybach, whatever you want to call it. So you mean to tell me I'm supposed to really care? I'm supposed to protest? There's a war on poverty in America. In America, we have more food than you could consume. Unless they come with a food shortage, I could understand. But in America, man, we have entirely excess of food. We have too much food, entirely too much food. Half the people that go out to eat, they don't even finish this food. This is what you call first world problems. But a lot of people in poverty, guess what? They care. When you go to the school system, nobody talks about the school systems, but the teacher pretty much picks and chooses who they want to promote as good kids or bad kids. We don't want to talk about that. So a lot of people that you see doing bad in life, a lot of people that you see messed up in life, that's because they cared too much about what other people wanted. So they probably joined gangs trying to fit in. They probably did drugs trying to fit in because they cared too much. As a man, the game is simple. You have to care about you. You know how many females be on the internet talking about, well, I don't like no short man, or a short man, he can't provide, I don't care. Let them keep talking. Let them keep talking. As a matter of fact, it's a dude that brought them on the platform in the first place. So at the end of the day, hey, I don't blame the hoe. I blame the dude that's acting like a hoe ass nigga. That's how I look at all these relationship channels. I don't care what women talk about. I care the fact that a man is bringing a thought on the platform to run her mouth. It's not her fault. It's a man for bringing a woman on the platform. So I don't care what a woman has to say. Because without these suckers bringing them on the platform, we wouldn't even care about what they have to say in the first place. But it's the men that promote these women to come on the platform and disrespect everybody who doesn't make six figures or everybody's not 6 feet tall. It's the men that promote that nonsense. So at the end of the day, I told you this channel is strictly for men. So if it's strictly for men, I don't care what a man has to say. And guess what? I don't give a damn what a man is trying to promote. You guys have to understand, a lot of these loudmouth women, they're coming on male platforms. So before they start running their mouth, you got to check the males. Why are you letting these women come on the platforms and run their mouth? And you're going to realize a lot of these dudes, they care about views. So guess what? They can't even be original.